Hi everyone, I am back on the same day with another video idea. These are the ones I made already. We have 6 of this kind and of this kind. Now let's get some more new ideas. And to make a Hello Kitty bangle, this is what we're going to need. These are called Bangles Bracelet. It's already made for you. All you got to do is connect it and I'll show you how. Got one in gold, one in silver. Let's see what type of, here it is. I have 50 plate, 40 pieces gold, and 40 gold and 50 silver plated, I think. If I'm reading that correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, this is what you need. This is what it's called. I bought this on Amazon when they were having a sale. This is around $12. Or around $7-8, but you can get like about 50 or 100 of them in a pack, so you can easily sell these at your craft fair or wherever you want to sell it to. So you can use my idea and sell it where you feel comfortable at selling. All you would need is silver. I am using a 7mm jump ring. I had to write it down. Sometimes my eyes fail me because I'm so old. I'm 48, in case you're wondering. And this is 7mm jump ring. And that's the size. And this is the size for gold, either gold or silver. This is an 8mm. I always like to use these two sizes because it seems like it's the best one. It doesn't stand out too much. So here it is. We'll make one in gold and one in silver. And of course you want some charms. I'm using some matching charms. We'll put one on each one to see if you guys like either 1 or 2 at the most. Sometimes 3 may not be a good idea, but some people like 3, 2, or 1. And they charge too much money for these bangles, but they're made in China, and they only cost you less than $1 to make one of these. The only downside is that the charms cost a lot of money. They're about $3 per one charm, $3 to $2 one charm. But I get mine in bulk from Amazon. Mainly, I buy a lot of my supplies on Amazon, then they ship it to my house. Anyway, we're in my bedroom again. Welcome to the floor. Sorry about the mess in here. I'll clean up when I'm done. All great creatives make a mess when they create something special for somebody that they love, or they want to have, to sell it to make a little money. You can do this with your craft fair if you have one. Me, I sell on eBay, or I sell to my cousins, and that's about it. I do this mainly for a hobby, because I cannot make it out there as a jewelry artist. I'm one of those people who go unknown because it's so much competition out there. But if you want to give it a try, get your parents' permission and off you go to get your supplies. Or you can go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And but I like to buy in bulk so I can save some money on these products. But you don't really save any money because you're investing in yourself. So challenge yourself if you want to go into the jewelry business and maybe open up an Etsy shop. I tried it for 2 months, but I had to pay a fee every time when I did not sell anything. That's the only downside I have on Etsy. I like eBay because they don't charge you a fee until your item sells. Sometimes it's a hit and miss. I had a dry spell for 3 months. Nobody coming out to see me and buy it, so I was kind of upset. So hopefully you guys will come out there and see me and see what kind of new items are coming in the fall time. I'll try to do the best I can to upload some new products on there soon. So let's get started. Putting back on my nice tripod. I had this for a long time now. Oops, sorry about the hand. Put you back on the tripod. So let me zoom out. I'm gonna need, these are called bangles. They can fit my hand. If you want to know, my hand is a little bit big. So that's about, or you can use these as kids' bracelet. If they can't fit your hand, which I'm having a hard time with, I would recommend you selling these as a kid's bracelet, like a teenager or like a 12-year-old girl, 13, between 10 to 14, 15-year-old girl size wrist. And I think they're about a 7.5 or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, this is a size 7 on my bracelet tool. Anyway, let's show you what to do. Since this is silver, we'll get silver. Get one jump ring and one silver Hello Kitty. I got these off of Amazon. Aren't they pretty? They're like rhinestone. The tools you'll need is a flat nose plier. This is my favorite, my round nose plier. I had this almost the first time creating jewelry. I bought mine from Michael's. And I bought this one 2 years ago. This flat nose plier. This has like the silk, like the teeth with it, makes it straighter. Alright, the first thing you want to do, do you guys remember how to open up a jump ring? You line it up. You see that little opening right there? Place it in between the wire. And take your other flat nose, round nose, twist. That's all you do. Open it big enough so you can get the charm through the hole. You see that little hole right there where I'm doing it? All you do is just stick it, your jump ring, through that hole first. You want to do it first. Pick up your silver wire, then go underneath. Let's see what will hold. And then twist. Oops, if it falls again, straighten it out as best you can. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass to do this, but I do it because sometimes I like to challenge myself. That's what it's about. And you close it. Pinch it with your 2 fingers. See the wire and just pinch it shut. Take your other nose and then squeeze it. Squeeze it closed. Don't be afraid. Just challenge yourself. Say, no, that come out right. Give it a little tug. If it's not going to come out, that's how it is. Put it down to see your result. And there you have it. You can charge $5, $10 at the most for this. I would not charge $18 of this. That's just too much because it's made in China. And everything's very cheap in China. So I would charge like $1, $1.50, $1.99. And plus the customer will be happy too. That's your silver. We'll do the same thing for the gold so you can understand. Take a gold charm from your charm box. Here's the gold. Find that opening on your ring. Take your round nose on one side. If you're left-handed like me or right-handed, twist. Same thing. Put that hole through the thing. Connect it. It can be on either side. You choose. I'm going on the bottom. So take it. You see, well, I'll put it down. You see this part right here where I'm pointing to this side? All you gotta do is stick it underneath like that. I'll do it one more time. Oops, it fell. If it falls, pick it up. Try again to get it right. Keep trying. Don't ever give up. And like that. Pinch it. And then squeeze it shut. Keep trying until it closes. And you'll have a charm. And do what I do and you'll get it. That was your flat nose pliers, the blue ones. And take this, squeeze it through. And there you have it. You don't want to overdo it. Set these aside. Here's your silver. If you want to add more, you have to do the exact same thing. To put one, you have to do the other two. Anyway, that's my gold. This is one. Here it is, the second part. Two. That took 10 minutes to do two because I had explained. But it's okay. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. Again, these are called Bangel wires. Bangels. These are bracelets. These are about 7.5 or 7. So I got mine off of Amazon. I don't think they make them any larger, but you can't always adjust it if you figure out how to do it. That's a good plus, but they don't stretch all that out. They just go like this, and it's hard to do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Give me a good thumbs up if I did a good job. Not too many people though show this kind of tutorial, so I thought I'd have something fun and different for you guys if you're interested in selling this kind of charm bracelet. Anyway, you can put 1, 2, or 3. It's the same idea. Just do what you did for the first one to the other 2. You can probably put up to 3 charms onto one or more on the other side, or some down right here. But it all depends on what your preference is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.